So I have got some of the snippets from our Batch 360 product, and using that, I will just showcase from a user perspective how he will be able to see the deviation and how he can apply some recommendation and try to get the batch back on track. So in this particular example, I have chosen penicillin, which is the product that I'm currently focusing on. And once I choose penicillin, I'll be getting some summary of the batches that I have got. Some are inactive, maybe completed, and some are active batches. I get some insights on how many alerts are there, what is the planned start time, what is the planned end time, how much is the duration which we are expecting, what is the control strategy that is taken for this batch process. So if we look here, this batch number 20 is the active batch, and it has open alerts, 30 in number. So once we go into the details of this particular batch number 20, we'll be able to see some details around its KPIVs and KPOVs. KPIVs are the key input variables and KPOVs are the key output variables. So once we get to this page, we will be getting an indication of how many alerts this particular batch is having and some other static details related to the batch. And we will be having the details around the input variables, the number of input variables that it has and how it has progressed over time. And then the details around the output variables. And it will also give me an indication that which particular output variable is having alarms. So like we saw in the previous slide, we had 30 alerts. So I will get an indication that this penicillin concentration is having 30 alerts. So if I will look at this particular chart, so this particular chart is mainly the golden batch profile for penicillin concentration. The blue line gives us the actual trajectory. The green shaded part is the overall profile, and this violet one is the golden batch profile. So if the system is coming out of this particular range, we will get an alert. This red part is for the alert. We will get an alert that the system is going out of the range. So in this particular example, we have got an indication that we are getting a deviation near July 4th. So this is the chart view of this particular output variable. And if I go into the tabular view of this output variable, I will be able to see at what point of time the system has deviated from the golden zone. So if you can see here that at time 354, everything was fine because golden zone was 27.67 up till 35.35, and the actual was within that range. But just after some minutes, the actual came out of the golden zone, and that's why we got an alert. And to cater to this alert, we will have some recommendation from the system. And if I click on this particular alert, it will take me to the next page where I will be having some recommendations like what changes have to be made in the input variables so that I can bring back the output variable to the golden batch trajectory. So it will give me some recommendations for timestamps. For our case, it's 20 timestamps. And it will give me recommendation which I should apply to the system so that I can attain the trajectory that I'm expecting. So as a user, I will be having the option to select the recommendations and apply it. If I apply it, this recommendation will flow to our manufacturing execution system and it will be executed. As well as if I am a very experienced operator and I don't believe whatever recommendations I'm getting, or I have some confusion, I will be having the authority to reject it and give some comments. So these comments also will be stored by the system so that these can be used for future evaluation or future recommendations. So using this particular product, the user will be able to find out any deviation, as well as he will be able to cater to the deviation and minimize any error that is going to occur in future.